Yo, what's up YouTube? Back with another video. Welcome to High Vibrational Kings. This is a channel for people that want to better themselves in life. Shout out to anybody holding on to their energy, breaking bad addictions, and trying to become a better version of themselves. In this video, I want to talk about how semen retention will automatically make you different from other men, and you will see other men differently when you're retaining, you know. So guys, when you start practicing retention, you're doing something that the majority of men nowadays aren't even aware of, or they're not even trying to do. You know, they could know about it, but they could just kind of like, not even care to even put in the work. They're not on that self-improvement journey. But yeah, guys, like when you're retaining, you see other men differently. You see how weak they are. Like, this isn't the video to bash anybody, but it's just the like how your perception starts changing. So when you're on retention, guys, you start having like all this like energy starting to build up. You start developing like more masculine traits, because like I said before, your seed is your masculine energy. So if you're always like releasing it, guys, you're becoming less of a man every time. Especially if you're on that fapping bullshit like the hub, like you're just making yourself like weaker, like mentally. You know, one thing is actually like doing it with a chick, but like the majority of men, they take the easy way. They're just, because it's so easily available to just hop on a website real quick and then just do what they do. But so when you're on retention, guys, when you're not on that fapping bullshit, when you're not watching the hub, when you're just holding on to your energy and focusing on your goals, working out, and using that energy in a productive way, hobbies, work, gym, all those things, guys, you see how different men are. Like if when you're around other different types of people, you see how different they think from you. They'll be just be talking about, like, I don't know, guys, like it's like that meme that I made, like when like all those clowns, just talking about their favorite star and their websites, and then over here the retaining men are talking about like totally different things. That's how it is, guys. Like I be around like some coworkers sometimes, and I just be listening to what they be saying, and it's like I can't even relate to anything that they're talking about, because it's all like nonsense, guys. It's all like gossip, or like just weird shit, guys. I'm just like, bro, like I'm like speechless, guys. So the other day I was talking to a coworker. I'm cool with everybody, right? I try to be cool with everybody. But that doesn't mean that, like, you know, I'm connecting with everybody. I could vibe with them, but that doesn't mean that we have things in common. You know what I'm saying? So I was talking to a coworker the other day, and I was just asking him about, like, oh, so what do you do after work? And just trying to see, like, what his interests were. And he told me, he was all like, "Oh, do you want to know what I did after work?" Is like I just sat in my car for like 30 minutes, like on my phone, and then after that I went home and I laid on my bed, and then I fell asleep after that. And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, and I was just like, "Bro, like, you will see men differently when you're retaining, guys. No homo, not on some gay shit, but you will see how like weak they become, guys. Like how the modern man has become so weak. Like, it's due to all this social conditioning, guys, like the hub and lust, and putting women on pedestals, just releasing their energy. They have no backbone, guys. They have no masculine energy. They're just feminized men, just just on some weak shit, just like watching Netflix all day, just eating junk food, just fapping away. Like, bro, like when you're retaining, you will see how weak men are nowadays. Like, you stand out when you're retaining, guys. Your energy speaks for itself, but if you're also like, hitting the gym, you start developing a nice physique, and the way you start talking to people, the way you basically start carrying yourself, standing tall, you know, and you get around these like beta male, like uh just dudes, like these just the average dude, guys, like it's just mind blowing, guys. Like, you just see how weak like everybody is. Um and again, it's not like to bash anybody. I'd like to help people if possible, but at the same time, I'm just saying like what you will like notice when you're retaining. Like, these guys be these guys be gossiping more than chicks nowadays. I swear. Like, every time I'm around like a certain group of guys, they're always like talking about this person, and all this like feminine traits. They're just gossiping, or just talking about like low vibrational things that don't even matter. None of them are working out. Obviously, they're just all like, like a stick figure. So they don't even try to like be masculine. They're just kind of there, just like you know, yeah, just a product of what society is doing to men and making them weak. Honestly, like, the women nowadays are more masculine than the dudes, guys. Like, the women are like, some women be more chill, they're just be more laid back, and then the dudes be the ones that be more like emotional and just like talking about like drama and gossiping and all this weird shit, guys. Like, the roles have like switched. It's crazy. So yeah, man, like, you'll see how different men are when you're retaining. You just see that lack. They just lack so much. That's why it's so important. I feel like every guy needs to be retaining, and stop watching the hub, guys. Like, that's some weak ass shit. Like, you gotta get rid of that. For one thing, you have to get rid of that. The second is, try to control your energy. I'd rather have a guy actually, you know, get with a chick than to ever be on that fapping bullshit again. At least put in the work, to accomplish that. But like I said, most guys, since it's so easily available, they want that instant gratification. They're just making themselves weak over time, physically, mentally, spiritually. They're just there. They're like robots. They're just, they lost their power. They're just giving away their power to these only fangirls, or just to these demonic websites, not even realizing the potential that they have within themselves. Because when you're always fapping away, guys, you have brain fog. You have, like, you're not clear minded. You're just like a lost soul. You don't have a direction in life. You don't have a purpose. You're just scrolling on social media all day, just busting nuts, just watching Netflix, just doing the bare minimum, guys. When that coworker was telling me that he was just sleeping and just, just lying around, um that was kind of sad, honestly. Like, he was just telling me that he was just like, he went home, and then he just fell asleep after that because his bed felt so like comfy. And I was just like, oh, okay, bro. But that shit was sad, man. Like, guys aren't supposed to be like that, man. We're supposed to be like bold. We're supposed to be driven, charismatic, just like leaders, lions, warriors. But the problem is that, it's become normalized for men to just constantly release their seed, in this hypersexualized society. So they're just becoming weak as a man every single time, and through other things, obviously. But one of the things that really turns you weak really fast is just constantly releasing your energy with no purpose. Just for that dopamine hit, and that instant gratification. But you have to, like, yeah, guys, like, when you're retaining, you will be set apart from other men. You won't be able to relate to them, because there's like everything that they're talking about. It's not even on on your vibration. Like they're not talking about hitting the gym, self-improvement, all those things. The majority of men, aren't even trying to do those things. They're just trying to party. They're just trying to get high and drunk and just simp for these low-grade women, gassing them up, and then wondering why these women are so toxic nowadays is because these weak men are gassing them up and, encouraging toxic behavior. So if all men started retaining their seed, stopped giving all these women their time and attention, started focusing all that energy back within themselves, like it would be such a different like society. I swear, it would be like how it used to be. Men aren't supposed to be chasing women. They're supposed to be chasing their purpose. And women are supposed to be chasing the man that's chasing this purpose. But it's like the complete opposite now. Like nowadays, men's purpose is chasing women. And it's opposite. Like you won't gain anything from that. You're just like, men are led by their lust nowadays. So they just become weak. Lust is like the fastest thing that will destroy a man. So that's why it's very important to like be as far away as that as possible. Like don't fall for the trap uh that is, in society, all these distractions, all these things that are out there. Remember, guys, if something is free, it means that you're paying with your soul. So every time you go on those sites or whatever, um, you're not paying with money, but you're paying with something more valuable, is your spiritual currency. And, releasing that, you're just releasing creativity, releasing the drive, releasing motivation, masculine energy, all these things, guys. You're just turning yourself into freaking a beta male, into just a weak guy. Like, not to bash anybody, but we're all there. So it's all about, having knowledge and wanting to change. Because, guys, I be going on like social media sometimes. I see a post, talking about like semen retention or like the hub and things like that. It's like a really informational post. Like they're dropping truth bombs. And I go read the comments to see like what people are saying. And there's just like a bunch of like weak ass men on there just talking about, oh, I don't care, I'm gonna still like beat my meat, or all this weak shit. Like they'll just discard everything that they just saw. Like it's crazy, guys. Like it's sad, but at the same time, you gotta focus on yourself. The knowledge will always be there. You know, the truth is no longer hidden. People are now hiding from the truth. So yeah, guys, like you'll see men so differently nowadays. Like you won't be able to relate to them. So you're better off just being on your own, just grinding, just doing your thing, and just relate to people that are on the same vibration as you, because you can't be hanging around these simp ass dudes. Like it just doesn't go with it. Like, does a lion hang out with like a bunch of like hyenas? Like that doesn't make any sense. A lion is like stoic and in his own masculine frame and just on his purpose and just very very powerful. And then the hyenas, the depleted coomers, are over here gossiping, just releasing their energy, just all this talk. But it's crazy, man. So let me know if you guys experience this, like seeing other guys differently when you're retaining your energy, seeing how they are. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna just end it with that. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.